What's up, guys? BrowneSugarBabe here. So, y'all, I swear I done had a day off today with Love and Marriage Huntsville, but nope. Every freaking day it's something. So today, Martel is big mad. But before I continue with my commentary, please thumbs up this video and hit that subscribe button. Thank you in advance for your support. So Mr. Hotel Motel Holiday Inn, aka Broketel, Lietel, Marho, done saw Melody Cherie living her best life in Las Vegas, New York City, and now the Hamptons, so he goes on a rant. Talking about Melody talking bad about him in interviews. So Mel did do 2 recent interviews, one with the Shade Room where she revealed to us that Martel filed for full custody. Then she was a recent guest on Dee Dee McGuire where she responded to questions asked about her past marriage, where to me, Mel didn't really say anything new. All of a sudden today, Hotel sees Mel in the Hamptons attending events hosted by Ralph Lauren, where Mel was warmly embraced by guests and engaged in a number of networking opportunities, including meeting multimillionaire real estate tycoons, and Hotel wishes he was there. Remember, y'all, at this past reunion, he took credit for the Melody Holt brand. He believes he made Mel, so he's envious that he's not on this journey with her. So while he sees Mel rubbing elbows with the Hampton elite, he wants to rain on her parade. In his head, he's saying, why do they love her so much? Why is she being invited to these high-profile and luxury events? Why does she get to shake hands with multi-million-dollar real estate tycoons in the Hamptons? So he goes on a rant to tell us that she isn't who we think she is. In other words, don't embrace her, don't love her, don't shake her hand. She's such a bad mom. You guys are mistaken. But I keep telling y'all, the more there is no progress in his financial growth, and the more he continues to watch Mel's financial growth, the more he gets agitated and triggered, okay? He's mad at Mel because his calendars aren't selling. He's mad at Mel because his cookbook isn't selling. He's mad that his wine isn't selling. He's mad that the bloggers exposed that he's really selling some generic ass wine that is really called, I think, like Summer House wine or something. I may have gotten the name wrong. But a few bloggers spoke about this on their page where he just slapped the INS label on it. You know, he talked to us about, how he picked and chose and did this tasting and that tasting. Generic. But all of this is Mel's fault, right? Look at his social media account for his wine. What the hell is this? Now look at Mel's for her skincare line. Martel is lazy with a capital L and has zero business acumen. This is why he hates his ex-wife so much, because she is business savvy, she gets to work, and she gets that bag. But anyway, let's get into what he posted today on Instagram. So the first post said, good parenting isn't spreading lies on social media. Okay. What lies did Mel tell regarding co-parenting? If you are a supporter of Martel, drop it in the comments. What did she lie about regarding co-parenting in general? Because I may have missed that. He goes on to say, she stated that I hit my son 25 times and hit him on the head and made him bleed. She didn't contact me to ask what really happened. She contacted her attorney and they took my kids away from me. I won in court because she lied. Okay, so I guess this is what he's talking about. Mel spreading lies on social media. Mel has never publicly given these type of details. Like, you literally just told us what the legal spat was about in January. We had absolutely no details about this. So what did happen, Martel? Because you're saying something happened, but it wasn't as extreme as Mel made it out to be. I mean, she's not going to pull stuff out of thin air. So what did Tank tell her about a possible physical abuse? And if you are suing her for defamation, you just lost because the public was not aware of any of these details. Okay, then he says, How sad is this? Now I'm suing because when she made those accusations, she kept my children away from me for 56 days. This was the reason I wasn't filming with her starting in January. She made me miss my baby girls Mariah and Malia's birthdays. Mariah used to cry to stay with me before those 56 days. So you're suing her because those accusations kept you away from your kids for 56 days. And this happened way earlier in the year, like you said, starting in January, but only now you're suing? If this happened in January, like you said, why did you file a suit about it recently? You sure rode in her G-Wagon after them 56 days. You sure went on that luxury vacation in Destin, Florida after those 56 days. You sure did a live with that lady from Kim Ministry talking about you and Mel are such in a good space. So now you want us to believe that these accusations have now harmed you over 6 months later? Okay, hotel. I swear, can't make this shit up if I tried. Maybe Mel went straight to her lawyer about this because she believed whatever Tank told her to at least be probably true because you have known anger issues, you have temper problems, and you lie a lot. So my question to you is, what do you want regarding those 56 days? Do you want your days back? Like, what are you asking the court for regarding those 56 days? I bet you he wants money. Martel then goes on to say, afterwards, she's cried regarding Mariah. She's cried twice because she missed her mom. I love that she misses her mom. Her mom just went about it the wrong way. Right now, Melody is in contempt of court on more than one thing. If you guys knew the real Melody, you guys would unfollow and no longer be fans, just like everybody that once was her friend are no longer her friend. God didn't tell you to go. He told everybody around you to go. You see, this is what I'm saying, y'all. He hates that she has folks that support and most importantly, buy her products. And that last statement about God didn't tell you to go. He told everybody around you. So why didn't you leave, Martel? Why didn't you quote unquote listen to God and leave? You were the closest person to her. If God told everybody to go, why didn't you go? She filed divorce against you, not the other way around. Now let's get into the caption. Melody, he says, Melody, please leave me alone. You moved on, I moved on. Stop attempting to destroy me. She's not, have several. We have 4 beautiful children together. Stop going live and doing interviews if you don't want to speak positive about the father of your 4 children. Who is the nerve for me? It's the audacity for me. I have not spoken negatively or about you lately, even when asked about you. Melody, stop lying about court and custody and even the little childish Martel forgot to make the kids lunch. LOL, I told my kids they were eating at school, in which lots of kids do. First of all, she did not say Martel forgot. She went on live that day and she told us about her day regarding the kids' first day of school. And she was laughing at herself because she was going to the school so much. So that's why she explained to us why there was a back and forth. And one of the reasons was that the kids told her they did not pack a lunch. Now, I'm sure they didn't say, but Dad told us to eat the school lunch. You know, they probably knew they could get lunch from their mother. Shit, closed mouths don't get fed, so they asked. And she said, okay. She ain't even brought you in the mix. That was the bloggers. So he goes on to say, I'm 2-0 in court and she's 0-2. My attorney is 4-0 against her attorney. Okay, that's weird. You just said you're 2-0 in court and now you're saying you're 4-0. Okay. The courtroom isn't social media. Judges hear facts. If you have anything else to say, Mel, make sure I'm there for my side of the story because we know you do say anything for social media. He then says, I'm requesting full custody because she's had over 24 people since our separation, with only a few being her family members, watch our children, including Marcus, in my city for 2 nights while Melody flew to another state without informing the father of anything. Pause right there. First of all, y'all been separated for about 29 months now, right? So over 2 years. And clearly what you're saying here is out of these 24 people, some are blood relative. But what you have not said is that she left them with strangers. What you have not said is that they had babysitters they were unfamiliar with. What you did not say is that they felt abandoned by their mother when in the temporary care of a babysitter. And the fact that you have this much detail about your children when they are not with you tells me one thing. You questioning the shit out of them as soon as you get them. Every single time, y'all, he has his kids, he interrogates those children. As soon as his week begins, what did you do with your mom? Where did you go? Who was all there? Who babysat you? And for how long? My goodness, them poor kids. And I've been told y'all, he doesn't want Marcus around his children. And I'm saying it now because I believe, in my opinion, he doesn't want them around his children because Marcus is gay. And he doesn't want the little boy Tank around Marcus. The thing is, Martell, Marcus is Melody's brother. So I don't know what to tell you. Then he goes on to say, I asked Melody if we could not allow men to watch our children. And she said, I do what I want. Months later, Marcus's husband was left alone watching my children. Not saying they're bad people, just saying that's something Melody and I were both against initially. All I ask is that I have the first right of refusal if she's unable to keep the kids during her time with them. This is something most moms would want, a supportive dad who loves their kids and would rather keep them than sending them to multiple people when the mom is too busy. We get the kids on every other week. We know that sometimes things may happen or come up when we have our kids, and that's okay. My issue is the excessiveness of different people watching our kids. Stop saying that I'm not acting like a supportive dad. I've been the more active parent since day one before cameras. I really love and care for my children unconditionally. Yes, like putting them at risk for COVID by going back and forth to coleslaw. And I'm also suing Melody for falsely accusing me of abusing my son/kids. So Martell, just like you said, Mel should have asked you about what Tank said regarding the alleged physical abuse. Did you ask her about what the children said regarding anything you felt uncomfortable with? It works both ways, okay? Anyway, guys, what do you have to say about what Martell had to say? What do you guys think about what Martell had to say? And did he open up a can of worms on himself? You know, did he shoot himself in the foot by giving us the details of this abuse allegations? Do you think that his rant will now turn the tables against Melody? And do you believe, like I believe, he is interrogating the children? Yeah, so overall, I want to hear your thoughts on all of this. And I will meet you guys in a comment. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thank you guys and have a good evening. Take care.